So in this video, I want to give you one example of how 90s financial advice is not grounded in reality and ultimately obsolete. This particular example comes from Dave Ramsey, who heavily influenced 90s financial advice. And we're going to look at his housing advice for anybody that wants to own a home. So if you're somebody out there today that wants to buy a home, or if you've purchased a home, these are Dave Ramsey's criteria and guidelines for how you should go about purchasing a home. So number one, he wants you to calculate your mortgage based on 25% of your take-home income, meaning after taxes. So you take your paycheck, which is generally going to be after taxes, you calculate 25% of that number, and that's going to be the amount of mortgage payment per month that you're allowed to have. Number two is you need to save up a 20% down payment to avoid PMI. Number three is you must get a 15-year fixed rate mortgage, not a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. And number four is if the numbers don't add up, you either need to pay off more debt to allow for a higher mortgage, or you need to move somewhere more affordable. So the first thing I wanted to understand after reading this was how much income do you need to afford the median priced home in the United States? So at the time of this recording, the median priced home in the United States is $405,000. So if you're going to go buy a home at that price, 20% of that is $81,000. That's the amount of down payment you would have to have. So the mortgage numbers work out on that home price to be $3,107 per month. So then the question is, how much income is needed so that $3,100 a month is 25% of your take-home pay? The answer is $196,000. So then I was curious, how many people even make $196,000 as a household in the US? It's less than 15%. Best guess, it's 12 to 14% of people, but it's for sure less than 15%. So if you're under that number, sorry, according to Dave Ramsey, you cannot afford the median priced home. What's so crazy about this too is more and more people are living in the largest cities in the United States because of job opportunities and to be closer to family and whatever else. And those places typically have a much higher median home price than $405,000. To give you an example, where I live in Denver, the median home price here is $585,000. So if $196,000 of income every year is allowed to get you a $405,000 house, you can imagine how much you would need to make to justify buying a $585,000 home, according to Dave Ramsey. What can someone with the median household income afford? So the median household income in 2025 was $83,700. So the take-home pay on that annual income is $5,651. So if we calculate 25% of that to get the mortgage that you're allowed to have, it's $1,410. So now we've got to back into how much home can I buy, assuming a 20% down payment, 15-year fixed rate mortgage, and a mortgage payment of $1,410. And the answer is you can afford a home of $170,000. That's how much home Dave Ramsey says you are allowed to buy. So then the next question is, where even does a home exist for that price? Is there anywhere where you can get a median home for $170,000? So I looked for all the states that have a median home price of $170,000 or less. And guess what? There's only one, and it's West Virginia. So that fourth step that Dave Ramsey wants you to follow, if you can't afford the median home, then you need to pay off more debt or move. You need to move to West Virginia. So if you take anything away from this video, what I want you to understand is you should not trust 90s financial advice because it is not grounded in reality and it's obsolete. So what I really want you to see is that 90s financial advice and everybody inside of it, like Dave Ramsey, are really just the new Blockbuster. They thrived in the 90s and they're absolutely obsolete and no longer effective today because they are trying to interpret a new reality through an old, broken belief system. And that belief system is not going to help you and it's not going to get you where you want to go. The world has changed and you need a new way forward, and that's what this channel is for. Stick around this channel for much more on how you can get ahead financially without following 90s financial advice. And if you enjoyed this, share it with a friend, share it with someone who's going to buy a home, share it with someone who disagrees with it, and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.